Sorry for no video in a little bit. We have some are calling it a polar vortex coming in here in the Midwest, and with wind chills of negative 55 degrees Fahrenheit, I began to wonder if we have any stray animals in the neighborhood, what are they going to do? I know animals with their fur coats are generally pretty well equipped for the cold, but it's going to be pretty cold out there. And I have seen a couple cats running around that I don't know if they have homes or not. So I decided, I've seen videos about these boxes. I was going to try and make one. So a lot of the videos I've seen, you're supposed to use a plastic tote. I don't want to cut up one of my plastic totes. So I have a couple extra boxes here left over from Christmas and what have you. So I have two boxes here that they do fit inside each other. And so I'm planning to put the two boxes and fill in the gap with leftover like bubble wrap material from some mailers I was going to throw out or recycle anyway. I might use some old plastic shopping bags tucked in there as insulation. And if that isn't enough, I also have some leftover like tissue paper from Christmas gifts still, believe it or not. So I was going to try and put that together and see what I come up with. For starters, we need to make a door so that the animal can get in. I'm thinking cat, but I don't know what other stray animals might be around. For a cat, they said you only should need a 6-inch. So I'm going to eyeball this. Okay. So I eyeballed that to be 6 inches. I'm hoping. All right. If you are a young person, please get parental assistance with this part. All right, so we're going to put the other box in here so I can make sure, putting the other box inside so I can draw another box and make sure that they kind of line up. They're kind of the same size. And then we can cut this one out. One of the benefits of using plastic tubs, or at least one plastic tub, is that this box shelter will then be waterproof. But considering we're having such cold temperatures, and we're not necessarily expecting like rain or snow, just cold, I'm hoping, and I'm also planning to put this on our front porch, which is sheltered. I'm hoping that it won't matter that this is just cardboard. This is not something I'm intending to leave out for a prolonged amount of time, just for the couple days that we have the severe cold going on. Let's see how that feels. Okay. Close up that top. And Now, this doesn't fit quite as perfectly as I would like. So I think I'm just going to have to kind of force it. I have another piece I can use as insulation. I'm back with some more supplies, and let's see. So I want to try and allow for some insulation on the top here. And when I went to the other room, I found this old batting that I had for a previous project, and I don't know what else I'll use it for. So let's cut some up and use it for this project, because it's just taking up space in my craft room. It's been taking up space in my craft room for at least a couple years now. So let's put it to some good use. Insulate the top here. So you don't necessarily have to use the exact materials I'm using. As you can note, I am kind of just using whatever I can find around my house that I'm willing to part with. So reduce, reuse, recycle. If you have junk mail flyers, those like those ads that come out for the grocery store that are made of the paper, newspapery kind of material. If you have old newspapers, I saw another guy use hay or straw-like material. Basically anything cushiony that you would potentially use as packing for shipping should hold air, and air is essentially what's insulating this here. So by creating the two walls and then filling it with material that helps support the structure to make an air barrier between the inside and the outside. So all right, so I think that's all I'm going to do for this insulating portion of the just the structure of the box. So let's get this I think I might add a little tape here just to help seal up these gaps. All right, so that is pretty ugly, but hopefully if a stray cat needs it or a stray animal needs it, it's there, and it'll provide some shelter from the wind at least. And if they sit in there long enough, it should hold in their body heat. All right, so all that's left here that I want to do is I do want to add a little more cushioning on the inside. So cut another piece of this batting. Again, for the sake of using what I have. If you don't have batting, you don't need to use it. If you have old bedding, old kitchen towels that you were thinking of throwing out or donating anyway, you might be able to use it in this kind of application. Okay. And I've got this yellow fleece from a Halloween costume from a couple years ago now, I want to say. I'll cut off a piece of this because I don't have any plans for this. I only kept it because, quote unquote, someday I might find a use for it. Well, today is the day. Right? So I'm kind of rolling it up just so I can get it in there. And then you can't see, but I'm unrolling it. so that is the finished box. It doesn't look very pretty, but hopefully it will help somebody. The inside, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see in there, but pretty spacious and hopefully cozy. I imagine I could probably use a garbage bag to help waterproof this even further if I had a big enough garbage bag, or use a tarp if you did not want to use a tote but you wanted something more water resistant. So I think that's where I'm going to end the video. I'm going to go ahead and put this outside so that hopefully if somebody needs it, it'll be there. And that's it. So I wasn't doing this so much as a tutorial because I've never done this before. I don't know if this is a viable way of doing this, but I wanted to share with you what I was doing today since I don't have anything else for you this week. So thank you for watching, and stay safe and stay warm out there. Bye.